I made my parents' lives harder because they let my spoiled sister do whatever she wants, and I refused to deal with her behavior. My parents tried to have kids for years after I was born. I'm 16 now, but I remember them being stressed and depressed about not being able to have another baby when I was little. They did all these fertility treatments and fought with my grandparents constantly because everyone kept telling them to focus on me instead of obsessing over having another kid. When I was 10, they finally got pregnant through IVF with my sister Emma. She was born 3 months early when I was 11, and because she survived without major health problems, my parents call her their miracle baby. The only thing is she's really small for her age and needs growth hormones. But here's the problem. Because they see Emma as this miracle, they let her get away with absolutely everything. She's 5 now and acts like she owns every house she walks into. My parents think it's cute and call her a diva like it's something to be proud of. Emma steals food right off my plate during dinner. When I try to stop her or eat with my arm protecting my food, my parents yell at me for being mean to her. She breaks my stuff constantly and they just shrug it off. Last month, she pushed my school laptop off the table and completely destroyed it. Instead of making her face consequences, they told me to handle it with the school myself. The worst part is they expect me to babysit her all the time. I got my first job this summer and they demanded I spend my money buying Emma candy and toys. When I refused, they called me selfish. They can't keep babysitters because Emma's behavior is so bad, so they try to dump her on me constantly. I started leaving the house whenever they brought up babysitting. Sometimes they'd try to surprise me with it last minute, but I'd just walk out and go to my friends' houses. Other times my mom would drag me grocery shopping and expect me to watch Emma in the store. I'd refuse to get out of the car. Then she'd blame me when Emma knocked things over or tried to steal candy. 2 weeks ago was the final straw. My dad got really sick and my mom was out of town for work. He asked me to watch Emma while he went to urgent care. I looked at him and said no, then walked out of the house before he could argue. He couldn't take Emma with him because she'd cause chaos in the waiting room, so he called my grandparents, freaking out. He demanded they send me back home immediately, but I was smart and went to my other grandparents' house on my mom's side, so he couldn't force me to come back. When my parents got home, they grounded me for a whole week. They screamed at me for making their lives difficult and said I was being a terrible brother. That's when I finally told them the truth. I said they needed to stop letting Emma act like a spoiled brat and then expecting me to deal with the consequences. I told them she was out of control and it was embarrassing to be around her in public. My parents completely lost it. They were so offended that I dared to suggest their precious miracle baby wasn't perfect. My mom started crying and said I was jealous of Emma. My dad called me ungrateful and said I should be honored to help with my sister. But I'm done. I refuse to enable their parenting anymore. Emma's behavior is getting worse because they won't set boundaries, and I'm not going to sacrifice my teenage years cleaning up their mess.